Guys, it's Arwen, the professional joy seeker, professional tarot consultant, and published author. Today I'm going to be talking about a deck that I was sent by the deck creator. She reached out to me. I'm really glad she did about her deck. We had a little chat about it via email so I could learn a little bit more about it. I went to look at it to make sure it was something I'd want to review. Sometimes I get stuff and it doesn't really sync up with me. Now this deck is probably out of 10, 1 out of 10, probably a 7 or an 8 for me. It's pretty high up there. There's some issues I have with it, and that's all me. Now let's first talk about what you get. You get a really cool net bag, okay? So like fun stuff. I love bags, and this one is just fun. You get a card, Rebel Deck. You're the shit, tarot with an attitude. And then there's this on the back. I'm not going to show you the code because it's for people who actually bought a deck. So go buy a deck. And then it has, of course, a cover card, Rebel. Now here's one of the places I first get a little twinge, right? Now I'll tell you why. First one, focus. The no unicorn logo kind of annoys me. It's a personal thing. I get up on a soapbox, triggered, whatever, button pushed when people start talking about fluffy bunny and unicorns and rainbows. You know what? There's a place in this world for everything. And for those of you who are anti-fluffy bunny, you've never seen a bunny run. You've never seen, all the amazing things rabbits do. I think it's demeaning. Now, this deck doesn't speak of fluffy bunny that I've seen, okay? So I'm going off on a tangent. But the whole unicorns and rainbow stuff is being as though if you're anti that, you must be really awesome. That kind of annoys me because I am, in fact, a unicorn lover, and I'm crazy about rainbows. And I like fluffy bunnies. I also like authenticity, which is why this deck works for me. The other piece is there is what I would call an instruction card. So it shows you that there's messages. It shows you how to do a Rebel reading. And it actually asks a question that's pretty interesting because it's a question I've used for many years. It's a twist on it. This one says, what does life want me to know right now? And mine is, what does the universe want me to know right now? So I love seeing that message getting out there. I think it's really awesome. Talks about pick a card, haven't had enough. And now the language in this deck is pretty rough. And, I get it. I understand why we're using fuck and shit and all that. And I use fuck and shit, right? But after a while, it's a little tiresome. And you want to have a conversation with somebody who can express themselves in different ways. So I know I wouldn't be able to use this deck in readings because of that reason. I would just be like, oh, for God's sakes, find a different way to say it. But this deck is perfect for sitting around with friends and just, playing and having fun. And I found that my husband loves it. My husband loves this deck because he says it gets right to the point, doesn't mince words, boom, there it is. I'm pulling y'all up on here. I see we've got a bunch of people in chat, and I don't have the chat open, so I'm apologizing. So we're going to take a look at a couple of cards. Now, first off, this deck calls itself a tarot deck. It is not a tarot deck. It is an oracle deck. Why? I'm a purist in tarot. Tarot must have the major arcana, the 22 cards, and the minor arcana, the 56. So you get a total of 78. This card has 56. So that's my first thing. It's not a tarot deck, but it's a fun deck. Let's see what's going on. Oh, hey, y'all. Unicorns, love you for standing up for them. Well, I will, man. Back off my unicorns, bitch. Oh, got this kitty stripper pole there. Let's see if, oh, hell, we'll leave it. So, here's what I'm going to do. first off, we're going to look at the deck. It's split into color groups. There's pink. I just cut myself. Ouch. There's blue. There's purple. And there's an orange. Now, the orange and pink for me are super similar. But when I look at them there, they're not. So it's just me. So I'm going to shuffle. And then what I'm going to do is just pull a couple of cards. I'll try to get one from each color group. And you can, if you are read tarot for a long time, some of these you recognize. Some of these you know immediately. You know, and they're short, pithy sayings, which I adore. So I don't want to come across as though I don't like this deck. I do. I just have some reservations around it. So there you go. Now, we're going to just pull a couple of cards, okay? So, whoops, I guess that's the first card. First card we're pulling is love. Now, that's a very sweet message, right? Here's the back. Get some, give some. It will cheer your ass up. So, right, boom, in your face. Now, let's find the first purple one. And the first purple one is, shit is going down with your job. And the message on the back, reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. I kind of love that one because I get a lot of people who aren't happy at their jobs. And, you know, sometimes the message I get in the card is pack the desk and go. And it's scary. So this deck does not address your fears. Your fears, you're on your own, babes. So let's see what the blue one is. You equal tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. My husband would disagree with that. Here is from the orange group. Laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? Now, that one makes me giggle because that might actually, my husband and I, when we are having challenging moments, generally, I get told, where's your sense of humor? In the trash. So, Winter Night here says this deck has the same vibe humor as that cookbook series, Eat Like You Give a Fuck. I don't know that one, but I'll have to look it up. So, again, we're just going to show you some cards. Stop fucking whining. On the back it says, no one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world, so do it. Now, these cards are a little judgmental, right? I don't think complaining makes you weak. But there you go. It's easy to shuffle. As you can see, it's super, super slick. Got good. I'm not going to riffle shuffle them because I have to do it down here and y'all can't see it. I have not learned how to riffle shuffle in the air with nothing to catch them. Kind of messy. So what we're going to do today, I promise live readings, and I'm not going to limit the questions other than no third-party questions and no health questions. I am neither a spy nor a doctor. Neither am I a tinker or a tailor. Points, if you get that reference. So, I don't think any of my folks are in. What you need to do is post your question in the chat in all capital letters. One question per person, okay? And as soon as I see the first one, I will grab it and see. Yeah, somebody else says it's funny, cool, and to the point. It is very, in the test readings I've done with it, it's been very to the point. So go ahead and ask your questions now, and let's get started. I'm going to pull a question for me that says, why do I feel as though this deck and I will not always get along perfectly? Let's say that. And the answer is detox. Drink a smoothie, unfriend that asshole, and throw some shit out. Rebel deck? I don't think you mean that. Let's see. Okay, random witch. Oh, I do have a monitor in. Random witch. Will I succeed at my career choice within 5 years? Okay. Remember, guys, when you're asking tarot questions, you want to ask open-ended questions, but we're going to go ahead and do that one. That's a yes-no, so we'll see. This deck may be good with yes-nos. Who knows? And random witch. Your answer is stop sleeping so much. Wake up. You are missing some cool shit. As a yes-no answer, that kind of says, yes, you're going to do it as long as you're awake and getting shit done, huh? So there you go. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry, Madam Luna. I missed you. I'll go back. Madam Luna was first. Is this the job? Is this job the one I've been looking for? Is this job the one Madam Luna has been looking for? Oh, and Veronica. Woo, missed a bunch. Okay. Is this job the one Madam Luna's been looking for? Stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. Madam Luna, my take on that is that you already know. You've already got the gut on it, and you're second guessing yourself. And that's why you got the stop talking, shut your mouth and listen card. I told you these cards were rude. Miss Veronica Rose, what do I need to know? And y'all, Veronica Rose is here. And actually, Madam Luna, lots of people in the chat have channels. So if you see somebody groovy, go check them out. We're going to look for Madam Luna. What do I need to know? Oh, Madam Luna. They broke your heart. Fuck them. I think that says if you're having regrets about anything or feeling a little ouchy where anybody's concerned, let them go. We did Random Witch. Now we're going to Oracle of Owen. Oracle of Owen. I often get called Owen, and I keep telling people I am not the Celtic underworld, guys. But Owen says, how can I survive summer vacation alone with my kids? Now, I think that's a question this deck will love to answer. How can I survive summer vacation alone with my kids? You do you. Stop trying to change people. That shit never works. And I think what that says is don't let people change you either. You do you. Be your best self and be with your kids in the way that's authentic to you, you know? And sometimes that may mean, I don't know if you've seen the video of the mom hiding in the pantry eating a Twizzlers or something, and her kid's peeking under the door, and she's like, this is the only way I get any time to myself. And it's hysterical. So, you know, every now and then, give yourself permission to be a bad mom. And take the kids to the library, which is what my mom did, for an hour. And let them read in quiet. And you can get some peace and quiet. Dead Cheeky. Will I be moving house soon? Dead Cheeky. Will I be moving house soon? Money, money, money. Make it rain. I'd say that's positive for moving house, particularly if there's a money issue. Money issue is going to get cleared up and you're going to be on your way, baby girl. Bridget's well. Do you get anything about us moving? Okay. Do you get anything about Bridget's well moving? You are loved. This is kind of an odd answer for a moving question. You are here for a reason, and as RuPaul says, don't fuck it up. I don't know if that's a yes or a no, Bridget's well. Do you see us moving? I guess it says, you know, if I'm going to give it any kind of interpretation, go where you're loved, go where you feel the love. Does that make sense? If you love where you are, then you're fine. Now let's see who's next. Winter Night Hair. What do I need to know about reading tarot at an upcoming Fall Street Festival? First, Winter Night Hair, if this is your first festival reading, will you message me? I've got a whole bunch of tips for you. I don't know if I've done a job video like that, but I will. And I can tell you a couple things you may not even think about, because I know I didn't the first time I did one. So, what does Winter Night here need to know about the upcoming Fall Street Festival? You are the best thing to ever happen to you. Go easy on your ass and buy your own damn drink. Now, what that means is don't judge yourself based on other readers there. Don't judge yourself on other readers who have been there. Judge yourself on you. And to buy yourself a damn drink, that's one of my tips, is hydrate. And don't expect that the festival people, even if they say they will get you your water. Take your own water and schedule at least a 10-minute break every hour. Trust me. Let's see. Sweet Susie, should I address a certain topic or let it go? Should I address a certain topic or let it go? I'm sorry, Sweet Susie. Get the fuck out of your head. Get in your heart. It misses you. So if the subject has to do with your heart, yes, you should address it. It's more of a head thing? No, you shouldn't. How's that? Roses on my grave. Why? Okay, honey, I don't understand it, because you said, why do fear doesn't leave me alone even when I try? So you're going to need to rephrase that, because I'm not sure what you're asking. There's a double negative going on there. So if you can rephrase it, if English is a second language, I totally understand. Don't worry about it. Just rephrase it and I will get back to you, okay? I think you're asking why fear doesn't leave you alone, why you stay fearful. Is that what you're asking? Why are you always afraid? If that's it, let me know. Solaria, how to adjust my relationship with my attitude-laden daughter. She's sick. 6. Y'all, this is the perfect example of somebody asking a third-party question that is not third-party. She's asking about herself. It does involve her daughter, but she's asking about her relationship with her daughter. Perfectly worded, Solaria. Kudos to you. Gold star, gold star, gold star, as my friend Kat used to say. How to adjust my relationship with my attitude-laden 6-year-old. Whatever you're thinking about, do not do it. Now is not the fucking time. So if you're thinking about doing something a little out there, pull it back, mama, pull it back. And for attitude-laden kids, that's hard. That's hard. I would say go find a mom group and or a play group and get some people that have, other kids and get some information from them. I am not a mom. I'm a stepmom, but when I got my stepkids, the youngest was 14, I think. He's 28 now. So I can't help you there. Madam Luna said, oh shit. Okay, guys, it has to be in full, if all caps are on, I might miss it. Karen, or I see, will I be fine in politics or research or any other? Sweetie, that's 3 questions. You need to ask one question. I'm going to answer, will I be fine in politics? Because this is a 1-question deal. You can't do the ors, ands, and buts. So will Karen be fine in politics? Hey. Winning. You got a good thing going? Don't ruin that shit. Now, grammar. I am a grammar whore. You got a good thing going should be you've got a good thing going. Again, that's me. It's not the deck. Let's see. Cape Cod creatures. Why are customers constantly so rude to me? Bitch, tell them to step back and get out of your grill. Okay. Why are customers being rude, constantly rude, to Cape Cod creatures? It's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Get your head out of your ass. Pronto. That kind of sounds like, are they reacting to what energy you're giving is the first thing I would ask when that card shows up. You know, if you may not be coming off as sweet and nice as you think, so who knows? And you may just live with a crowd of rude fucking people. All right? So, and the sense of entitlement in our world these days is out of control. Now, Dead Cheeky, I'm only answering one question per person. Did I already answer yours? Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, I did answer you, Dead Cheeky. So we're going to move on to another person. December. Hey, December. Any advice from the cards on the direction I should go with my business? I'm feeling stuck. Okay. So what direction should December go with her business? What direction should December go with her business? I'm closing my eyes because I can see the cards. Well, December, it says winning. That's a card that's shown up. You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. And it may be sometimes when my business gets stale for me, I have to focus on a different aspect of it. You know, I'm a writer. I do tarot. What else do I do? Oh, I seek joy. So sometimes I have to just mix it up for myself. My customers don't care. They want the same thing. That's why they're coming to me. And when I'm writing, sometimes I work on a different project because one may feel like, oh, it's stupid. So I just go pick up something else and write something else until I can come back. I hope that helps. Roderick? I don't know if I'm saying your name right, sweetie. I'm all over the place. What goal action should I focus on? What goal or action should Roderick focus on? Okay, I'm getting told those only 3, 4, 5, 6. We go down to the 7th card, so there we go. Roderick, it says, you're going through some tough shit. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Now, that's a really interesting answer, Roderick. When you're asking what goal or action, it sounds like you need to tackle the thing that looks the biggest, the scariest, the most undoable. That's what, and when somebody asks me a focus question and that kind of answer comes up, that's where I would go. You know, it's like eat your vegetables first. If you hate vegetables, if you hate dessert, eat dessert first, but do the hard thing first. And that's where your focus needs to be. I hope that helps. Let's see. The only real Tanya Wolf Angel. Child, you got a long name. We'll call you Wolf Angel. Any new people coming into my real life? Okay. Any new people coming into my real life? It says, time to let go. And move the fuck on. Darling, what I think that says is real people will come into your life when you let go of the hurt and anger that's left over from some other stuff going on in your life and personal relationships. Right now, with that card coming up, you may be blocking people with your own anger. Let's see. Tina L. Waters. Remember, guys, all capital letters or I'm not going to see them. We're just lucky. So Tina L. Waters, I guess that's your card, sweetie. Oh, I got 2 cards that fell. So, hi. We're going to read both of them for Tina. And what she's asking is, what's my next step? So, I'm going to do like this because I don't know which one is which. Okay, here's the first one for what's your next step. The stop talking card. Shut your mouth and listen. And also the winning card. That one's showing up a lot, right? You got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. Now, the shut your mouth and listen card is something that I've actually harped on a little bit with people within the pagan path. Dear Goddess, money flowing in my life. Can you please help me with money? How can I get money flowing in my life? I'm really, really needing money in my life right now because money is not flowing and I need it to flow. So how can I flow it? Okay, and also, shh. Ask one question, light your candle, and then sit there and listen. That's the hard part. We are great talkers. But as I've said before, deity is not a concierge service. So sometimes the answer we get is, stick to your budget, dumbass. Yeah, thanks. That might be the one I get a lot. So, that's kind of what we're looking at when you're like, shh, and listen. Okay? But you get that winning card, so hey, something's working right now. Okay. Winter hair, yeah, the reading at festivals can be scary, but they're fun. And truly message me or email me at readings@tarotbyarwen.com, and I would love to tell you just some things that'll help. Let's see. Creative Copy. Did I miss Creative Copy? Uh-oh. Let's see. Barking Deer. All capital, people. All capital. That means hit your caps lock key. Or I'm going to miss you. Barking Deer. What do I need to know about my project right now? What do I need to know about my project right now? And I love it when y'all do right now because that puts an immediacy on it. And it's your side of the contract that, yes, I will do something about this. Thank you. I'm asking. I'll do something. Okay. So, Barking Deer. Stop texting. Stop stalking. Stop checking on that person. Just fucking stop. And on the back, it says, spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. And I think what that says about your project is if you're working on it with other people, there may be somebody not pulling their weight and you're just going to have to step up and do it. That sucks. But it may be the only way the project gets done. So, and stop looking for them. Stop trying to figure out why they're not doing their part. That's you jumping in their hula hoop. If they're not doing it, they're not doing it. You got to do it. And tell whomever you need to tell that it's not happening as it should be, but get the work done regardless. Because when you're in a business, if it's a school situation, one, but if it's in a business situation, Honey Badger Boss don't care. Honey Badger Boss just wants the job project done. And generally, Honey Badger Boss does not listen to whining, right? So, I hope that helps. Sweet Susie is snorting. Dear, dear. Question for the chat. I'm looking for a good lunar phase based tarot deck. Any recommendations? You know what? There is one out there, and I cannot. Lunar phase. So you're looking for a tarot deck that would have like. Are you looking for like a suit that's just new moon, then quarter moon, full moon, dark moon? What are you meaning by lunar phase based? I'm not sure the lunar phases lend themselves to tarot. So I need more information. Okay, Juliet, Sarah, I don't do health questions. You asked what's the feeling around my medical care? Maybe I need to change doctors. Sorry, baby, that's not a question I can answer. So, Random Witch, how is the rest of my summer going to turn out? How is the rest of my summer going to turn out? Wait, Random, did you ask a question already, girl? Sorry. Can't read it. Can't tell you this funny card. Oh, to hell with it. I'm going to read it for Random because I like Random and I like y'all all. But this one's really funny about how's the rest of my summer going to turn out. Step away from the crazy making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Eat some yummy shit. Bacon, chocolate, beer. Get some. I think what that says is if you're locking yourself into stuff too hard, loosen up a little bit. Now, an aside. When somebody tells me something tastes like ass, smells like ass, I got to ask you, where have your nose and tongue been? Good God, people. Think about what you say before you say it. That tastes like ass. You've just told me a great deal about your sex life. Thank you. Now, let's see. Okay, roses on my grave. I feel scared to step into my full power even when I try my best. That's a great way to say it. Why do I feel that way? I figured it's just a typo and getting fingers tripping over ourselves. Why does roses on my grave, and the hag reads, I'll come right back to you, baby. Why do I feel scared to step into my full power even when I try my best? Okay. What the hell are you waiting for? Get that shit done. If you're waiting for a sign, well, here it fucking is. I think it says stop buying into the fear and go forward. You know, we're all afraid. Fear is something that everybody has. We judge ourselves based on others. I judge myself on Ethany Dawn, on Mary Kay Greer, on Teresa Reed, you know, all the time. On James Wells, I got two avowals. Everybody, I judge myself against them. And I fear that I'm not good enough. Work on that. And if it's a fear that's really holding you back, do talk therapy. I do. And, you know, so I've had people go, I don't believe in talk therapy. Then you haven't had the right therapist. True story. But in terms of your fear, baby, step into it. Let it be there with you. Carry it with you. Drag that shit along. And keep going forward. The hero of every story was afraid. You're the hero of your own story. Just go forward and let that fear come along. You can even turn around and go, hello, fear. I see you there, and I'm going to do this shit anyway. Okay? And go. Now, let's see what the next hag reads. What is the best area to focus on to increase my income over the summer? Nicely phrased question. What is the best area to focus on to increase my income over the summer? For hag reads. Believe what you see. Face reality or live in la la land. Choose bravely. I thought it said wisely, and I was trying to wrap my mind around it. So believe what you see says to me that take a look at your last 3 months, right? Take a look at the last 3 months of whatever you've been doing and see where the best bumps in your income have been, where the spikes come from. Believe that and do more of that. Sounds simplistic, right? I know it's not. And also, when it says, you know, live in reality or choose La La Land, sometimes La La Land is the right place if you're doing woo-woo work. Chaotic this and that. What does the universe want me to know right now? Okay, I'm going to take 3 more questions, guys. I see we've got more people in here, and I'm so sorry, but I kind of trying to keep this in a short chat. So 3 more after Nathan. What does the universe want me to know right now? And Jessica, you're next. What does the universe want Nathan to know right now? You are loved. This one's shown up before. You were here for a reason. And as Mama Bruce says, don't fuck it up. Now, Mr. Honey Chaotic. I think that's a great message for you. You are loved. Barking Deer. Jessica, will my financial situation get better for the rest of the summer? That's okay, random baby. Will my financial situation get better for the rest of the summer? Will Jessica's financial situation get better for the rest of the summer? Get over yourself, pull your shit together, and help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. I think what this says is if you've had a crappy summer, girl, and financial, a way to help your financial situation is to go do something for charity work. Because when this sort of thing shows up, people are like, I can't do charity work. I can't even buy myself an egg. You may make networking connections at the charity work that lead to a better financial opportunity for you, okay? Because there are other people doing charity work, right? There are other people, they're bosses, there are people that work for other companies who all do charity work as part of their job. I worked for AT&T, and we actually, there was a real push for volunteer work. So go do some volunteer work, and maybe that'll help your financial. I know it sounds weird, but can't hurt to try. Let's see. Tori's here. Creative Coffee asks Cape Cod creatures, how they reacting to your dark, dark soul. Bad. Maybe if you wear one of your wonderful creations. Put a unicorn hat on and greet them that way. They can't be ugly to a unicorn. Oh, December says that was very helpful. Sherry, will this be a good time to buy a home for me? Okay, so that's fine. I have 3 more. This is one of the 3. This is 2 more after Sherry. Is now a good time for Sherry to buy a home for herself? Well, first, it says stop obsessing. And then it says you're not the fucking center of the universe. I'm going to take that as a no, not right now. Did I mention this deck is rude? Rude, rude, rude. Rude! I think it would be a good deck for a drag queen party, though, huh? Let's see. Cameron says of the cards, any advice about work and cash flow? Darlings, we're all in here with cash flow issues, right? I'm seeing a lot of that. So what does Cameron need to know about their cash flow? And my darling dandy Cameron, you look. That's so wrong, y'all. Cameron is one of the, he's like dapper, and they, damn it. Sorry, Cameron. They are a great dresser. Okay, so that's just wrong. You look like a shitstorm. You're a hot mess. Fact. Clean yourself up. Did I miss a fuck? No, clean yourself up. So I think what this says in terms of money is that your money's going places it shouldn't. You're being loose and casual with your money, and you need to have a better relationship with your money. So that's kind of pointing at the hand in your pocket being your own. So I don't know if that's right or not. Rude deck. Rude. Let's see. Tori. And then I have one more question after that available. We'll see. What do I need to know about meeting new people? Tori says, what do I need to know about meeting new people? Tori. Tori? You need a good fucking cry. The back says, get the ugly cry on, let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. I think that speaks to past hurts, and like somebody else had in the chat, you know, past shit getting in your way and kind of blocking you when you want to be friends. And, you know, I do that. I get friendly with somebody and I'm like, oh crap, they're going to be like so-and-so. I can't do this. Or, oh crap, they're not going to like the real me. I can't do this. So have a good cry, baby, then go meet some folks. Oh, thank you. Dead Cheeky says, I'm actually learning watching you work on the spot like this. Oh, and hey, guys who are leaving comments, remember when this video's done and we're almost to the end, come back and leave comments, because the comments don't show up. This great live chat goes away. So people are like, who's she talking to? Let's see if we have another person. Hexmatic Autumn, that's the one I said. Okay, what does deity need me to do to meet them? Now, that's an interesting question for this deck. You know, this is a rude deck, right? So, deity, what does Hexmatic Autumn need to do to meet you? And this is an interesting one. It says, shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or just quit. Now, as an answer to your question, the thing that sticks out at me is change your perspective. So you may already be meeting them. You may already be meeting them. Yeah, right. You may already have met them. You may have already had interactions with them. But because you're expecting it to be a certain way, you're not accepting what's coming to you, right? It's like the guy on the house. It's one of my favorite joke stories. Guy's on a house, floodwaters are rising. And his neighbor goes by on a boat and says, hey, man, you want to ride? Guy says, no, I'm praying to God. He'll save me. Praise Jesus. And he goes on. Water comes up a little bit further. And a fire and rescue boat comes by and says, hey, man, we're here to rescue you. God's got me. I'll be fine. Water comes up higher. A helicopter comes in. They drop a ladder. The man comes down and reaches a hand that says, come on, buddy, I got you. I'm praying to God. I'll be fine. God's got me. Well, the man drowns. When he gets to heaven, and St. Peter, checks him in, and he says, you get to go and speak to God. That's everybody who does. It's a one-question deal. You get to go talk to the big man. He walks up and says, God, I prayed to you. I asked you. I was faithful. Why didn't you save me? And God says, look, I sent you 2 boats and a helicopter. At some point, you've got to do yourself a favor and say yes. So, deity may be already speaking to you. It's a short story long. Now, I'm not going to be answering anymore, but this was the Rebel deck. Tarot with an attitude. Remember, it is not a tarot deck because it's not a full 78 cards. 0 filters, 0 fucks, all fun. And there is one here in You're Giving Too Many Fucks, which is one of the first cards I drew. So, kind of a slap up at me. And just an aside, if you get this deck, be careful. This is a really sharp card, and it actually cut me. Wah, wah, wah. But the link on how to get the Rebel deck is down on the bottom. So go forth and grab. I am hoping to have the creator of this deck on my show so that we can quiz her and find out a little bit more about her. And spread the word about this deck. I think it's fun. It's sassy. It's rude as hell. And I think it'll be a lot of fun for people that want something that's less esoteric. So I do have a book out. I do have decks out. If you want autographed copies, look at the link in the description box. That's my promo. I'm Arwen, the professional joy seeker, professional tarot consultant, and author. Seek joy, y'all. Bye-bye.